everybody, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 27 of the Elder Trolls Gaming Podcast. Season 2! If you are new in joining us, we are three brothers who get together and laugh and have fun and make jokes and stuff and talk about gaming. We also may talk tech, TV, movies, other nerdy, geeky things too. And I am your host, Take It Easy, Jono. And I am joined by the sleaziest, scummy booty catcher of the seven seas.
Dandalf the Wise.
Yep. And then also joined by my other brother,
Nasty Nate.
Nasty Nate. And today we will be discussing. We'll be discussing.
I'm always disgusting.
We will be discussing the upcoming year, 2023 in gaming. We'll talk about the upcoming year, what we're going to have going on the show, if we have any resolutions, whether it be gaming or non-gaming, gaming predictions, generally things that we're looking forward to in 2023. But first, what is happening? Guys, how about that new intro, eh?
Oh,
How about that new intro?
It's a fun one. I loved it.
I
said, I think it was like my favorite thing that Nathaniel has created for this show yet, because he's always sending a shitload of, or he's always sending ideas and pictures and things like that in the chat, and it was sweet. I loved it.
Yes, as I'm sure you guys have heard, or if you're watching on YouTube, you've seen, we have a new intro and a theme tune that Daniel wrote. Dandalf wrote it. We're really excited about that. We had fun making it, and we're excited to hear what everybody thinks. So please go to our Twitter and check it out if you're just listening. We have a pinned tweet with the intro video on there. It's pinned on our profile. Give us a comment or comment on the YouTube video of this episode if that's where you are. We want to hear what you think. I think it was received pretty well on Twitter. I think everyone loved it. I think it's fucking great.
I think it's great.
I mean, ultimately, I just want to know if you guys think it's better than Anamanaguchi, okay? I need validation.
Ooh, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't give a shit.
So I want to talk about like how we went about creating it. Just a bit here. So the original idea was to bring it back to how we remember gaming. And a lot of our gaming memories that are really clear in my brain was at the old-ass PC that we had, the 386 at Dad's auto shop, and the 486 we had at home, and then the shitty Pentium that we bought, and all that kind of stuff.
What do you mean shitty Pentium?
Or sorry, not the shit. Yeah, because we had one before. Remember when he... the friend of the family, I can't remember his name, Tony? He had made us a really shitty computer. We played like Road Rash on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was not a Pentium. That was a 486.
Oh, that's the 486. Okay. So I wanted to bring it back to that kind of thing. And we watched a lot of Beavis and Butthead growing up. We listened to a lot of Thrice, Coheed and Cambria, watched a lot of Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Like at that point and in our childhood there, was some of our favorite things. So I made like that background, like that environment showing that. And when I put all that together, I was like, this feels like my room. Like what my room was like, or what the computer room was like. We didn't have those posters hanging on the wall or anything like that, but like
we should have.
It encapsulated.
We had some Dragon Ball GT posters and Dragon Ball shit.
It's that shit too. Yeah. And
I
then
just love that it looks like a 90s collage. Like it looks like something, like I said, at a Napoleon Dynamite. Like I could picture like Jack White's I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Kind of like panning around it. I don't know. I loved it.
Yeah.
I did notice something in there. There was like a little figurine on the left side. And I remember what it was. Maybe you could tell the story about that.
So that's Weepy the Wee Wee. Again, that's
the Wee Wee, ladies and gentlemen.
Weepy the Wee Wee, which I believe we bought at a flea market, and you fill him with water in his head, and you pull down his shorts, and he takes a piss out of his little wiener. Pull down his shorts and he takes a piss. But what was that? It was just like a gag
Yeah,
gift
I'm
thing?
assuming it was a gag toy.
I thought it was hilarious. I was like, Mom, I want this. This is hilarious. And she's like, okay.
Weepy
It was
the
probably
wee.
like $1.
Yeah.
If that.
And I remember that being on, I think it was Daniel's dresser. When you put it on Daniel's dresser. I remember that.
But what's funny for me is my experience was that I had totally forgot about Weepy the Wee Wee. Entirely, like completely blocked out of my brain. It's just not one of those details I would have remembered in our room, like of all the knickknacks.
Yeah.
If we did like a virtual tour of my memory and I went in there, obviously I'd see it. Oh shit! But that's what that was, because I was like, why does that look so familiar? And it's because we had it somewhere in the room, and I used to just like play with it. Because I think if you tapped his head, his shorts would go like down or some shit.
Yeah,
don't really
I think you
remember how
push.
that worked.
Was it you pull his pants down or you push
pull
his
his
head?
pants
or something?
down.
Oh, you
yeah.
pull his.
Yeah.
You pull his pants down, and it would just squirt water out of his dick.
I thought it was a great name for a band, Weepy the
was
Wee
funny.
Wee.
That's retarded. Okay.
So that covers like the environment of the intro, and then we were shooting ideas back and forth, and we wanted it to kind of resemble an old classic game that we would like play on the PC. So like Road Rash. I remember Road Rash, very pixelated. Scunny Kart was like an old Mario Kart ripoff game,
Oh yeah.
and Doom, which remember how it used to come on like multiple floppy disks? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
It was like multiple.
You remember
floppy disks.
Windows 3.1?
Yeah, Windows 3.1.
95
Yeah.
came on like 35 floppy
Yeah,
disks.
it was
You wanted to
ridiculous.
install-
Really?
Yeah, we had a whole
don't know.
box. We
Don't
had a whole
remember that.
box of floppy disks.
Yeah, a huge box full of floppy disks. Yeah, I got to reinstall Windows. Eject.
And that's funny
Oh,
because
wow.
Windows 3.1 may have been like 30 megabytes.
Yeah. Well, there's only a meg and a half.
Yeah,
on
meg
a-
and a half. Oh, fuck.
on a
That's
floppy
funny.
95? 3.1? I just remember the
No, it
launch
wasn't
party
95, it
video
was
on YouTube,
3.1.
the cringe video of Bill Gates dancing.
Yes,
That's what they were
actually is clear.
celebrating.
Yeah, they're
Awful.
like all these nerds on stage.
It's just like
dancing.
so bad. So bad.
So bad.
All right. How about we move it on over to game time? Let's get this show started. All right. Welcome to game time. Guys, it has been over a month since we last recorded, I think. A month?
Yep.
What have you been playing? Nasty Nate, I assume you have a list of 35 games that you've been playing over the holiday season.
Actually, it's only like 20 games. It's actually not as
Some of
much.
them are mobile games.
Not as much. I'm still playing a lot of Overwatch 2 because I bought the second season Battle Pass. I think it's going to be my last Battle Pass, though. I'm starting to feel it like cool down, but I'm blasting through that. I picked up Witcher 3. Why did I pick up Witcher 3? Oh yeah, because the next gen update,
Right.
and I wanted to check it out on the Series S, and I am very impressed. I can't believe this game came out like almost 10 years ago, I think, and it still rivals anything that came out last year. Like, it's insane.
I think the question is, why wouldn't you get Witcher 3?
Did you not beat it before? You didn't? This is your first time kind of playing through the whole thing?
Yeah, I always used to get to like 20 hours and then stop. 20 hours. And it was always at the same quest too. And I was like, yeah, I put it down. But now I'm at like 40, 50 hours, I think, now. And some of the quests I did were so fucking good. They're so good. So I just
Yeah,
running.
some side quests are really cool.
Yeah, and you just get lost. Like I lost 4 hours the other night. I was just like doing that dandelion quest where you're looking for your bard
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're looking for his like girlfriends or whatever.
Yeah. And then you end up at the end of one of the end of the quest lines. You end up at a tavern and you're listening to one of his like bard girlfriends. And the song she plays, oh man, it was so fucking good. It was so good.
Nice.
That was really good. And then on Switch, I put a little Twitter post up because I was always hovering around this game called Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Oh yeah, you sent screenshots of that in the chat, and that actually looked really cool. I didn't know it existed.
Yeah,
I don't think.
and I was like, $80 for this or whatever. Back then, I was like, no, I'll wait for it on sale. And it came down to like 25 bucks Canadian. And I posted on Twitter, I was like, should I pick this thing up? I've been interested, yada, yada. And we got a few gamer podcasters, like our buddies over at Random Gamer Corner and Super Pod Sega. They're like, yes, definitely worth 25 bucks for sure. So I picked it up, and I'm about like 10 hours in, which is pretty crazy for me to be playing a game that long, actually. And it's really cool. It's fun. It's like it's kind of got like a Pokemon-esque. You don't catch the monsters, like you fight them, and then you like follow them into their cave, and you got to do a little kind of dungeon to get to them at the end of the cave, and you either fight for an egg, or they're sleeping, and you have to like sneak to their nest and grab the egg and choose an egg you want to bring back to base to hatch it into like a monster. And
How are the environments? Like, how are the graphics?
Graphics are fantastic. They're like just as good as they look just as nice as the Zelda Breath of the Wild. I don't know
because I was gonna say
I don't know which one came out. I think Breath of the Wild came out first.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's an
that
old
makes
game?
sense.
It's an older game?
This one, I don't think so. Monster
I don't
Hunter.
think it's that old, but all I know is that I feel like I'd be more inclined to play it.
Well, you said you think Breath of the Wild came out first. Like that came out in like 2017.
Okay, yeah. So this is 2021. Oh wow, it's pretty new.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And
I'd feel more inclined to play it that style than as opposed to like the more Capcom realistic type thing that they were going for.
I don't like those.
Yeah. This one is great. This one's great. And it's turn-based RPG. So there's a story. So far I'm liking the story. It's about these hunters that are on this island filled with dinosaurs they call monsters. They're dinosaurs, or like weird-looking dinosaurs. And this one dinosaur happens to go crazy and fly off with all these other dinosaurs, and that head dinosaur dragon is like the protector of this island. So now that he's gone, all the monsters are going crazy, and we have to find out why. And then
Cool.
during that little story adventure, you collect monsters, hatch them, craft weapons, armor, stuff like that. And the customization is really cool. Man, I'm liking it a lot.
Nice.
Actually.
Maybe I shall add that to my list. My ever expanding backlog.
It was cheap.
Cheap. Isn't even that big.
That's pretty much it. Cyberpunk photo mode, Witcher 3 photo mode. What's that? Kena Bridge of Spirits.
Yeah. Did you play that?
I picked that one up. I've been doing the photo mode in there. It's pretty fun.
Sweet.
All right. Cool. Dandalf, what about you?
It's definitely mostly just been The Witcher 3. Because of the new gen update, I had been playing it back in the day on my One X, and it was sweet. It was at 30 FPS, and it looked great on One X. It looked great. But I was like, okay, I'll try it again. I'll pick it up, and I'll get into it.
That's where I played it as well on One X.
And with the new gen update, though, I have had no bugs or glitches. I've heard a lot about people having bugs and glitches. Again, that's not my experience so far. So, I'm playing on performance, 60 FPS. I tried the ray tracing at 30, and it's a very difficult 30 FPS to grasp. But there's just a real choppiness to it. It doesn't feel like Cyberpunk's 30, which is like kind of my benchmark because I've never had a problem with Cyberpunk's 30 FPS. So the shadows and lighting are like severely beautiful though. At night in the cabins when you've got like candle lights or like the hearth is on or something in The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna miss that dearly. Because it's just beautiful ambience, but the game is it's still fantastic on performance. It looks great. So, but I'm enjoying the mechanics of it more at the 60 FPS. As always, I find it hard to level, but I'm getting there because I feel like you just got to keep doing stuff like side stuff. You got to keep finding quests that like are around your level and do every opportunity you can at fighting monsters because then you just get like experience boosts when you beat them. So you have to do like everything you possibly can to get as much experience as you can to just keep leveling up. It's hard to get coin for like new equipment.
Oh, fuck, man.
I've always found that difficult about this game. It's nothing new because I'll often have to like scrounge and use crap thrown around the continent, like people's shitty clubs or their armor or stuff.
And your backpack is like so small and it can't hold
like 60
anything.
slots or 60 weight. What is that?
Was it like Skyrim
brutal.
when you have like a?
I don't think anything happens.
Encumbered.
No, I don't think anything happens because I was at 60 last night. Although maybe it's when you get to like 61 and it does something. I don't know. But I was at 60 out of 60 and it was fine. So I don't know. But the equipment durability is kind of a constant nag on my brain because I hate that kind of crap. But I did notice that it doesn't really have much of an effect. Like it'll show you how much damage you're losing or how much armor you're losing in red on the items. But it doesn't seem to have that much of a negative effect on gameplay. Like I'm still doing damage even if my weapons are at 50% or higher. It gives you a warning though. It's like you need to repair it, otherwise it won't do as well. But like I finally arrived at this place. I think the coolest thing so far is just finally arrived at like a perceptible turning point in the gameplay where my perks and weapons like are allowing me to do a lot more damage. And I'm doing a lot better on normal too. I don't want to switch it to easy. And so I'm on normal and I'm actually doing damage and killing things. So I'm having a blast playing it. I don't, in fact, I may binge the shit out of it when we're done here.
Nice.
That's about it. I've got Pokemon too. I've got 4 out of 8 gym badges. I've now got like 115 Pokemon caught-ish. But I still feel like I've only scratched the surface of the game in terms of the specifics because like for the things that really count, like super training and effort values, I have no idea what those are yet. All I've been doing is just Pokedex and badges.
Bring it back to just the performance of Witcher 3. Like even the 30 FPS on the Series X, like I'm surprised they can even do that because I'm maxed out on my PC and I only get 40. Like
Really?
maxed out everything, no DLSS, maxed out ray tracing, maxed out everything. And I'm like 40 FPS. I'm like,
Like I said,
but I do that
it's
for the
not
photos.
It's not a great 30 FPS.
And I'm at 2K resolution, not even 4K resolution. Like it's quite hard.
Probably not pushing like 4K though. It's probably like dynamic.
Yeah.
Maybe up to 4K. Well, that's cool. I have been playing. I played a couple of games. I played through Metal Hellsinger, which was really cool. It was always kind of a game that I wanted to play. I never ended up getting around to it, but I did in mid-December-ish. Started playing. Very cool. Just slaying demons to the beat of some sweet ass metal. Like it was super fun. I played it on hard mode at first. Like I was like, I'm playing this on hard mode, hands down, hard mode, no problem. And it was fine. Like the only piss off was like every time I would die, it would be later on in the level, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you have to start the whole thing over. Just like, come on. Like that was a piss off sometimes. But like I was getting top, I don't know,
Leaderboard
top
things?
300
Yeah.
on the leaderboard. Like every level, I get around top 300 on the leaderboard. I'm like, am I good at this game? I don't know. I don't know if that's good. But it was fun. Like flicking, I was flicking like to the beat and everything like that. My fucking shoulder was hurting after I played.
What the fuck?
Like I was like, God damn. Like I was fucking going wild. It was crazy, but it was sweet. I started playing League of Legends.
Right. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I've got a few
League
things
of
about
Legends.
that. Like,
Because of the battle pass, we got all of our characters unlocked or whatever. I started
or Game Pass.
I mean, yeah, on Game Pass. You want to talk about a learning curve? You think Apex Legends is hard to start playing? You think so? You ever played League of Legends? It's not the hard Legends game. It's not Apex Legends. It's League of Legends. Anyway, I played with Rob from Gaming Duo and some of his buddies, and it was very fun, actually, but they were definitely carrying me because they knew what they were doing. Like, they just told me what to do.
Yeah. But that's how you learn.
Like, if you're playing by yourself, like, good fucking luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. I played High on Life for a few hours. Pretty funny.
Yeah. I forgot
Pretty
about that
funny.
game.
I mean, I don't think if you're not a fan,
Yeah.
if you're not a huge fan of like Rick and Morty, you're probably gonna find it annoying, I would imagine. But if you are, you probably love it because they have this like interdimensional the cable. Remember, on the show, the interdimensional cable, where they just randomly watch this stupid shit on TV. It's like they have that like playing in the game like all the time, and it's so funny. Oh man. Anyway, I beat the first like few bounties in the game, so the first few bosses. Cool. But it's funny. I'll probably go back and try to finish it.
Just the most unimaginable shit on cable television.
It's so funny. It's so funny. I'm just sitting there like in the game watching the TV. And I guess they have some movies that are playing in your house in the game.
Yeah.
You can just sit there and watch this old like Paul Walker movie and Denise Richards, some Tyrannosaur stupid fucking movie. I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh man.
Anyway, here I got a story about this next one. But anyway, I started playing a Pokemon trading card game online again, as I do every once in a while.
Yep.
But there is a game-breaking bug on my account. A game-breaking bug on the beta version. This is the beta, not the Pokemon trading card game online. This is trading card game live beta. Where either I am unable to do anything at all on my turn, and it instantly ends my turn, or I have an 8-second countdown to complete my turn. So it's absolutely unplayable. Like, so if anyone was looking to play the new beta version of TCG Online, which is called TCG Live, do not migrate your account over because you cannot get it back. You cannot go back. If you want to play, you would have to create a new account and play the online, which is what I did. So I started a new account and I got a theme deck and I just started playing my Charizard like theme deck, which is super fun because it's easy to come back and just play some theme deck.
But with this new account you created and your new theme deck, you're getting these bugs?
No, this is on the old version.
Oh, okay.
On my main account with all of my cards and all of my decks, I have this bug, so I can't play it.
Do you ever find out if they're going to allow you to move that over, or you're just new account, new deck moving forward? That's it.
Oh no, they'll fix it eventually. I mean, I'll just
go back to the other account.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Account. I'm just playing on a secondary account with like bare bones, just a theme deck. I'm just playing theme deck.
I remember liking it. Maybe I'll do it. Can I get it for my phone now, or is it still just for tablets?
I don't know.
Do you remember that?
You can play it on your phone. It's very small though. The UI would be super small.
Well, how the fuck am I going to play it then?
PC? I don't know.
Oh, they have like a web browser one or something?
No, it's a PC game.
What?
What are you talking about? It's a PC game. It's on literally everything.
I thought it was just for tablets.
Huh? No. It's on PC, tablet. Well, I guess it's not on console, obviously. But
right.
Anyway,
there you
funny
have it,
story.
Folks. A game Nasty Nate hasn't played.
I haven't played a lot.
Funny story about the trading card game. Okay, funny story. This morning or last night, actually, I saw a post on Reddit. Someone posted this thing. They have these boxes at Costco, these Elite Trainer boxes of Evolving Skies and Chilling Reign, and they're $50. And it comes with an Elite Trainer box and a tin together, like wrapped together.
What do you mean by a tin? Is that a certain card, or is it like an actual box, like a tin?
It's like a tin. It's a tin with packs in it. It's like a tin with a promo card and like packs in it. Comes with maybe 5 packs. So it's probably worth $25, $30. And the Elite Trainer box of Evolving Skies alone is worth like $85. That's the exact box that Thrill House told me to get for the Moonbryon, because that's what everybody wants is Evolving Skies. They want the alternate art of that Umbreon that he's like howling at the moon or whatever. But they are charging $54 for this Evolving Skies box and a tin.
Okay.
So that's like $120. Okay, so this is 50% off. 50% off. So I'm like, oh, that's a pretty fucking good deal. And especially because like you can't really like they're gonna start cutting print of this stuff soon. And I'm like, shit. Anyway, I sent the link to Pam. I was like, because Pam started kind of collecting little Pokemon cards. She's got a little binder here. Unicorn binder. And I sent this to her, and I'm like, I wonder if Costco has them. And she had to go out this morning. Anyway, she's like, well, I'll go out and I'll check. So she goes to Costco. This is like 9:30 in the morning. Like it must have just opened.
Just opened, yep.
She calls me and she's like, it's crazy here. There's a guy who came in and he came in with a big pallet thing and he just started loading all the boxes. They have them here. They have them. I was like, holy shit, they have them? And he's like, yes. She's like, yeah, they have all Evolving Skies trainer boxes. I'm like, holy shit.
This guy
And
loading
she's
up
like,
a fucking pallet of Pokemon
this
cards.
guy, she's like, this crazy neckbeard guy is just rolling with this fucking... She's like, I grabbed a bunch of boxes and put in my cart so she couldn't take them.
Oh my god.
So he couldn't take them. I was like, whoa.
Wow.
And I guess other people around were like, what is this guy doing? Like, what's going on here? Like, they had
Should
no
I grab
idea.
some?
Yes, yeah. Should I grab some? And then they were like kind of grabbing a box.
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
they're like, yeah,
Some
box.
fucking like 80-year-old is like,
It's like, oh, must be good. No, but I don't know. Anyway, Pam, I guess, filled her cart with these boxes.
Holy
So
fuck.
he couldn't get them. She's like, what do I do? I was like, I don't know. It's a good fucking deal. Like,
You could,
Yeah.
probably
you could
be
literally sell them
Yeah.
for twice what you paid.
Mhm.
So she didn't want to like let the guy take literally all of them
yeah.
because
Fuck
he
him.
might have, maybe he said he drove 4 hours.
wow.
4
selling.
hours.
So he was probably
I
to
did.
get there.
road trip to all the Costco's, all the way down.
Like, isn't that insane?
Yeah.
I told Thrill House.
Maybe he owned a shop or something,
Yeah,
like
possibly,
a card
yeah.
shop.
Matt
but-
was like, I gotta get Tammy on the phone.
Well, I bought 16 boxes. So
Wow. All right. I'll let him
if he
know in
wants
case.
some,
Yeah.
Uncle Phil. What is it? Uncle Phil, not Uncle
Dr.
Phil.
Phil.
Dr. Phil gift.
yeah. Well, I was like, I don't know, just buy them. I don't care. Like, little investment. When they're stop
make some
printing,
videos.
I'll sell those for $200 each.
Make some videos. Get binge-worthy
Profit.
gaming on and
I
open them
don't
with
think I'm gonna
binge-worthy
open them.
gaming.
I'm not going to open those. That'd be insane. Opening 16 of those?
Yeah.
No way.
Why not?
There's so much crap in there, like extra shit that I
Well,
don't
this is what
want.
you do. This is what you do. You sell half of them,
I can
make your
sell
money
them.
back, and then open the ones that are free, that end up being free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. I could do that. Yeah. Anyway, it was wild. Pam was just like, that was just crazy. She got home. She's got her arms full of these boxes.
God.
Like I wanted to put them in the background, like stack them all, but I couldn't do it in time because I had to walk the dogs over. But yeah.
That would be awesome.
It was crazy. It was insane.
Jeez.
But yeah, that was my morning. Actually, that was this morning.
Wow.
Anything else you guys got? I do have something, but I want to introduce this as my bone to pick.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
A new segment. How about that? The Trolls Bones. I got a bone to pick. Now, I recently tried playing Hearthstone. Hearthstone is a World of Warcraft card game. Okay, for anyone who doesn't know this, it's a strategy card game played online based on the Heroes of Warcraft. I think that's what it's called, right? Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft. It's a deck building game, much like Pokemon, whatever, Magic the Gathering. And I tried to play some standard constructed. I got some bunch of packs for logging back in, I don't even know, 20 packs or something.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, crazy. So I'm like looking through the decks, looking through what I have. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll try it out. The state of this game is an absolute joke right now. There is way too much crap.
Yeah.
Like, all of the new cards are so powerful, it's ridiculous. The first 5 games I played, I was like, huh? I'm like clicking on each card to read what. I'm like,
man.
what is this? What?
Yeah.
How? What? There's so much different abilities and things happening, and like these crazy death rattles, which is something that happens when one of the minions dies. It does something. And I'm like, what? And all these combos going off. I had no idea what was happening.
Mhm.
I got one shot comboed like 3 different times from 3 different classes in different games. I was like, what is going on with this game? Like the power creep, man. The power creep.
Weird.
Well, I think they're
Power creep?
I think they're due for rolling a few out in the next expansion. I think it is.
What does that matter? They'll just print some more fucking stupid, ridiculous cards. Like
That's true.
every game I was saying to myself, there was a card. I'm like, how do they let this card go to print? Like, who's in this meeting saying this would be a good idea?
Man,
Like, who?
That's why half the team left.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But the thing is, the problem is, like, every class has decks like that. Like, it's just a circus. It's an absolute circus. It just makes it so random. I feel like the skill ceiling has just gone way down. Like, you do not need to be skilled or good to play these ridiculous decks. And you can't, even if you are skilled, you can't really play around that shit. Like, how are you supposed to play around it? Because it's just so powerful, and so anything can happen. Like one kill combos, like one shot combos, and all this crap. I just feel like the skill has almost been like removed, not all like removed, but lowered, and it makes me feel like you may as well just play Wild.
Yeah.
And Wild is the game mode where literally every card ever printed can be played. So it's just a nightmare.
Oh, I hate
it's
Wild.
like anything goes. Anything goes. Any card can be played. But that's how I feel it is in Standard right now, just because of the amount of different crazy things you can do. And
What were they trying to do? Like level the playing field or something?
Well, they introduced a new class, a Death Knight class.
Oh, yes, the new class, Death Knight. He's ridiculous. It's ridiculously powerful. And I'm just like, I am not playing this. So what I did is I played Hearthstone Classic.
Nice. Yeah.
Hearthstone Classic is a mode in the game where only the classic cards are available for play, which is like the old original cards, the OG, when we started playing, the OG cards. So I'm familiar with it. I'm like, oh, I love these decks. This is back when it was, you needed to outplay your opponent.
And it was back whenever you could actually hold in your brain the cards in the few expansions that were out, so you kind of know what they're going to play.
Yeah, you know what they're going to play. Like, I have no idea now what they're going to play.
Fucked, yeah.
But the thing is, back in Classic, you could actually play cards that have no text on them, Just like, give me an empty body that has stats.
Yeah.
There's not a chance you could play an empty body with no ability on it right now. It would just not... People would laugh at you for putting a card in your deck.
Well, at least there's a classic mode, though. At least they're savoring, or they're preserving that, I should say.
Yeah, it just kind of makes me wonder where the future of the game is going.
No, it's so fucked.
Like, where is this going?
How long's it been around?
10 years? 11 years? 2012? Okay, but get this. So I started playing Classic ranked mode, and I'm tearing through the ranked ladder with my Miracle Rogue, okay? And then I realized I think I'm playing against Chinese bots.
Why Chinese bots?
Because their names are all Chinese. And I'm like, what is going on? But some of the names were just gibberish, and they would be like playing the most horrible opening plays. I guess just the way they're programmed. And I'm like, these guys are really bad at the game. And I'm like going through levels. Like, I've won like 35 games in a row. I was like, okay, these guys are bots. And then I looked it up. And I guess it's a big problem in Hearthstone right now.
But why?
Farming Classic mode. Now I'm like, I don't see the benefit of that. Why would they do that? Fake accounts, like you create an account just to farm Classic mode, to farm like the rewards on the Battle Pass. But why? Like, if it's just a throwaway account. But I think maybe what they want to do is they just farm for wins to get their portrait, like golden portrait. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then maybe they get high up in the ranks, and then they take over the account and they try to get to legend just by playing the last few levels.
Yeah. So they'll get to like, what's
get the rewards?
Platinum. What's after platinum?
Diamond. Goes Diamond Legend. So anyway, I played maybe one or two real people throughout the whole thing up to about Diamond 4.
Wow. What?
And I absolutely
You're
stomped
at
those two
Diamond
people.
4?
I got to Diamond 4 before I started playing actual people.
Yeah,
But
okay.
and then I realized, that's when I realized like some of the people were actually playing, but they still had those weird bot names. So it's like, what do they bot all the way here and then just take over and start playing? So that must be what they're doing. Everyone was playing Zulok, Nathaniel. Everybody. It's every single, and I was playing Zulok. I was like, after I started playing Miracle Rogue, I kept losing to Zulok. I'm like, well, I got to play Zulok. Yep. But then I was getting sick of just mirror matching Zulok. So I'm like, what counters Zulok? Freeze Mage, baby. Oh, Priest sucked back then.
Oh, I thought they had nice
Freeze.
control priest though, with like No.
No. So I started playing Freeze Mage. Every game against Warlock. Freeze Mage. Dead, win. Boys, you're looking at the number 754 Legend Classic Hearthstone player right here. 754 in the world.
Wow.
I reached Legend rank among all
And
the
it took
bots.
you a week.
No, it took me a day. That's the state of this game.
Oh my
Congratulations.
I was able to reach the rank of Legend, which I have never done in my Hearthstone career. Reach
from
Legend rank
bots.
in one day because of the amount of just bots.
That is disgusting. Do you know how hard it is to hit Legend in like standard play? The closest I got was Diamond 1. And I could not win my 5 games to get the Legend. I could not fucking do it.
Wow,
That was long ago. And that took me a whole
I haven't
season.
even played since they changed to the Diamond. I got like rank 3 before. Remember, it was just like you rank from 20 down to 1, and then Legend. I got to like 3.
So I got to almost Legend in the new ranking system, where you don't get any, like, once you hit Diamond 1, you don't get any like boosts or or doubles or anything like that.
I had a hard time.
So it was like win
getting...
1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, and you don't move. And I was doing that for like 2 weeks, and I could not get the fucking Legend. Man, it's so hard.
Yeah. That's what I was doing. I had some tilting games. Oh my God, I was tilted a couple of them. Every time they would have Doomguard on turn 5. Doomguard turn 5, turn 6. I'm just like, are you kidding me? And then top deck Soulfire, which is a 0 mana, 4 damage to my face to kill me. Top deck it. Otherwise, I would have killed them next turn. It happened 3 or 4 times. I was so mad, but I finally played a couple of guys who were not very good, and I pounded them, and I'm like, I am a legend.
Oh my God.
Anyway, that was my juicy bone to pick. But
hilarious.
this game, the state of the game is sad.
Now you can say you're a Legend Hearthstone player.
True.
I can't say that yet.
True. Legend, classic. Play classic.
I will. I will
Play a day
now.
against bots, and you'll get it.
It's funny that the bot decks are so dumb. It's so bad. It's just like they try to hit you in the face for whatever damage they can, like with just basic shitty cards, and they don't really think about anything else. They just try to burn your hero down, and I guess that wins them the game like 30% of the time. So they just do that, and they just get wins. So, and they're just fighting against other bots anyway. So
all right,
man. Anyway, that was my bone to pick, boys.
Nice.
Trolls Bones. I like the name of that. Should we name that segment Trolls Bones? The Trolls Bones.
I think it's just called bone to pick.
Bones to pick. Bone to pick. The Trolls Bones.
All right. With that being said, it's time to move over to today's topic. All right. For today's episode, we wanted to focus on the upcoming year and tell people what we're going to have going on, whether it be gaming, like I said, gaming resolutions, gaming predictions, and ideas that we're going to have for the show, and generally some things we're looking forward to for 2023. Let's start it off with goals for the podcast. We talk about a little bit of goals for the podcasts. I'm going to say for this, I want to do more video content on YouTube that isn't maybe just episodes. You know? More streaming session clips, compilations, videos of different types. Should we create a new channel for that? I was also thinking that, but I don't know. Like Elder Trolls Gaming or something. But
that's a lot more
we'll
work.
be thinking about that. But we will do the Halo stream. We swear to God, we'll do it. We'll do it, guys.
Maybe this weekend we could do it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you have? Did you have anything written down for this, there, Nate?
It's around the same lines as you. Like, we put the stuff on YouTube as like episodes and stuff like that. But maybe more of a creative side on YouTube, like more streams, or I read on my other side community that I do with the photo mode stuff with the virtual photographers that a lot of people actually want to see virtual photographers do their thing while on stream. So like setting up their shots in photo modes, talk about the lighting, how to get the lighting in photo modes that you can't get because they don't give you lights, right? So you have to use the environment in certain ways to get the lights and all that kind of stuff. So I was kind of thinking I might do a few photo mode, not tutorials, but like just fucking around in photo mode and do some videos of that.
That'd be cool.
Another thing I wanted to do is start a merch store for the show, for the Elder Trolls. I've been working on that. It's almost done. So it's going to be a pay-to-print order. So you'll just go to a website, select the merch you want, you press order, and that gets sent to the manufacturer. They print it, fucking do it, and then they send
Drop
it.
shipped.
I'll be making it with bleeding fingers in my little room here, and Nathaniel's
And then it sends out. But with that being said, it'll be a little bit more expensive than like bulk ordering shit and then having a supply of merchandise, like, or an inventory, right? And I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with inventory and soaking
It's not really that expensive though. You said
Yeah. So it was like for like a t-shirt, I think my estimate cost was like $30 Canadian for like a t-shirt.
you paid that for a band shirt though.
But
like I said, I think that's pretty standard.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you go to a show,
Like,
like
we're not making any money off of it.
yeah, we're
Whatever,
not making
people
money
will
ourselves.
have it.
So that might be a way to kind of offset the cost of the podcast, like hosting and domain hosting and stuff like that. That's pretty much.
Especially down the line.
Yes, yeah,
I
because
mean, we'll only make like $1 on a t-shirt, but whatever.
yeah, like $2 US.
It's like $1 an hour.
And then I was gonna say I'm gonna try not to swear so much and be a little bit more positive towards the gaming in general. But I already
Oh,
fucked
that's
that
your
up.
gaming resolution. That was our next little section. So that's your gaming resolution.
Sure. Sorry.
Okay. So gaming resolution.
Oh wait, does Daniel have any goals for the podcast?
Oh, Daniel. Yes. Let's.
Oh, yes. I'm part of this fucking podcast, too.
Okay. So Daniel, do you have any goals for the podcast?
Yeah, I mean, I had two that were top of the list, and I'm going to start this off. I'm going to start 2023 off with a positive note because two of them are kind of already done. Number one, I had better lighting configuration. At least I have something now, which looks a little nicer. So that's kind of off my list. I could develop that later. But the second bigger one really was making new, better music for the show, I think, because I kind of had this nagging thing for the first theme of season 1 in the back of my head. Like, man, I kind of did that in a hurry, and the sounds weren't great, and I could have, really made it sound like a good track. And I finally did that for season 2. So I'll just talk a little bit about the process because it was kind of fun. I think I sat down to do it, and I think I worked in the studio from like 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it took me like all day to come up with just that little intro that you hear with like the snare fill and the noise sweep and all that. And around 4 o'clock, I finally came up with that little melody. It was like, I started recording like in a hurry. So it was a whole day of nothing substantial, of writing at the piano to finally cycling through like the right sounds. And it's hard to quantify that process, but it just goes to show you that you have to show up because the ideas are like out there in the universe and you just have to make that connection. You have to make contact. And we were talking a lot about what the music should sound like, right? We had our references, but when I was playing, I tend to prefer the hybrid configuration of like the chiptune style with the real instruments because it's a little more universal. It's a little more commercial that way. And frankly, a little less dinky, like I don't think I would have wanted just straight 8-bit sounds or whatever it is, chiptune sounds. I think it's a lot cooler when you've got those real drums going and like electric guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
The drums have to be real for sure.
Yeah, I thought so. It sounded way better.
Yeah, because 8-bit chiptune drums are just.
Yeah, it's just like white noise and distortion. That's really all it is. So yeah, I think that's a pretty sweet goal because I love the fucking theme. I'm super proud of it, and I think it's banger. So I'm glad I got that done. But Goals for the podcast. I think that's pretty much all I have, at least that I could think of for this show, because that's a big one for me. I was really kind of, I don't want to say self-conscious about the season 1 theme, but I'm glad that I knocked that second theme out of the park, because that's what I wanted to get done. That's what I wanted to hear, and I'm glad we got it done.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. I'm glad we got that done. I was really pumped about releasing that for people to see, and I'm interested to see if we get any other feedback from it. But what about gaming resolutions? You got any gaming resolutions for yourselves?
Well, I think this year I'm gonna stop buying so many fucking games. Like I have a ton. Not as much as Nave from Gaming Together, but
$2 games.
But like I have a lot of games that I've purchased and I've not even booted up. So I think this year I'm gonna dig into my game log, choose a game.
All the games coming out this year, you're lying. Quit lying. You're lying. You're just a blatant lie. Okay, so Nathaniel's lying to us for his resolution.
My one that
He's destined to fail immediately at the outset.
The one I could get done, okay, is finally get all the way through Breath of the Wild before the new one comes out.
Oh my gosh.
I did the same thing as Witcher. I'd get to this quest and I'd stop playing. This year I'm gonna push it through. I'm gonna get her done.
Give your head a shake. Give your damn head a shake.
But then again, right? We got Harry Potter coming out in a month, so
I don't know if I really have that much in terms of gaming resolutions. I don't buy many games that I just don't play. It doesn't really happen a lot. I do have one game on my backlog that I want to play because Pam got it for me for what the hell was it? Christmas?
Oh,
actually, no, it was my birthday. It was in the summer.
Live Alive,
yeah. So I got to start that. I'll play that eventually. But that's pretty much it. And I wanted to do more of the Halo playthroughs. I think we can get through at least a couple of the Halo games and make some funny videos out of those. That should be good. Daniel, do you got any resolutions?
Yeah, I have one that I think you'll like in particular.
Oh,
and I'm pretty serious about it.
Please share.
First, I'll say, generally, yes, I would like to play more games, okay? So I have a list here of things on my backlog. This list includes The Witcher 3, God of War Ragnarok, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Stray, Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Callisto Protocol. Those are kind of on my list for what I want to at least play. Zelda, I'm really close to beating, but there's a lot of side quests I feel like I haven't even done before. Like, I'm ready to face Ganon, but I don't want to do that yet until I dig a little deeper. Credit rolls are bonus because, let's be honest, with everything coming out this year, these immersive story games like Starfield and Hogwarts Legacy, how the fuck am I going to beat any of these? So, R.I.P. Dandalf. But that's like my first kind of resolution is I would just like to play these games on my list and get closer to beating them and dig a little deeper into what's coming out so I can, be in the loop. So that's for my second one, the bigger one. I have resolved to enhance my gaming experience in 2023. I think I'm going to make a change and spend upwards of $1,500 on an OLED TV.
Oh!
At some point. I don't know when. But I feel like it's going to be this year.
Today. It will be today.
Well, and don't leave it to fucking like September or November.
No, but I'm going to take a few months and I'll think about what models are out there and whatever. And of course, Jonathan's been telling me to get certain ones, so we'll have a look at what they
well, the new ones will come out usually around spring, like March, April, so you might see some discounts drops, on the older ones.
Nice.
Yeah, but I mean, there's really not that much. There's always sales if you're looking. There's sales.
Well, like I said, about $1,500 would be sweet. So if I can nab one at that price, plus I'll be selling my current Samsung, so it'll make up some costs. So I think this year's the year, boys. 2023. It's a good year for Dandalf. Nice. It's gonna be my year. It's gonna be my year.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
That's all I have for gaming goals, or I should say podcast goals and gaming resolutions.
Very cool. Good to hear.
Yes.
I like to hear it. Give your eyeballs a little treat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time.
That's a 10. How about upcoming tech? You got anything here? I know you're excited about the PSVR. This is upcoming tech that is coming out. Have you made your decision yet? Nasty Nate.
I'm going to get it, but it's going to take a while, I think.
Oh,
I'm going to start putting peanuts away, and eventually...
I don't think you can trade peanuts for PSVR.
No, Sony wouldn't let that. But, yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I already...
He's got a bunch of bags of peanuts behind
Like,
him.
This is all I have.
What will you give me for these peanuts? They're like, get the fuck out of here.
You fucking bum.
Swift kick in the ass.
But the more I watch like videos and like the CES of it and what they're doing and the technology behind it, it's gonna be a sick headset. It's gonna be fucking sweet.
Yeah, it does look cool.
And the only shitty thing is about it, you got to be tethered. So the dogs will probably pull my TV off the wall.
Oh,
But you can't watch, and you don't even see them because you got this
you have
fucking
no
helmet
idea.
on.
I take the headset
your
off.
house is his house is burning around him, and he's just got a head. He's like, man, it's hot in here. This
Dogs are
VR
like,
is hot. This VR gets you a little. I'm sweating. Good workout.
Good workout. Good workout. Holy fuck.
Alma's like,
God. What are you doing?
Just
TV's
there.
off the wall. Fuck, oh my god.
He's punching holes in his TV. He's like, "Ugh."
ultra realistic
haptic.
volleyball or something.
It's like the haptic feedback.
But-
I really feel like I'm punching things. He's like punching holes through his TV.
Fuck. With the headset, you can press a button and see the room, right? So you can like come out of immersive mode and then see the room.
Back to reality.
Yeah. So hopefully.
Ugh.
But yeah,
okay.
I won't be picking it up at launch, obviously. So it'll be a little while as I put little bits of money away for it.
Okay. I actually saw something at CES this weekend, which is happening right now as we speak, which is the Consumer Electronics Show. All the new fan-dangled fancy ass shit. LG came out with a cool box, a little box. It's called LG Zero Connect, and it is a box that will come with their high-end televisions now that will send the signal Wi-Fi over wireless of technology of some kind. I don't know what they use, but apparently it will send all video signals up to 4K 120 HDR to the TV without any cables.
From their servers? What?
No, so you want a nice clean aesthetic, you hang the TV, all you have is one power cable. That's it.
Wow.
You have a power cable. You can plug it in behind the TV. No, nothing else. Everything else you plug into this box. You plug the HDMI, you plug your PS5, whatever, into the box somewhere else in your entertainment unit,
Yeah.
and it will send the signal to the TV over a wireless technology of some kind. I don't
okay.
know how well it's going to work. Who knows?
The repercussions of that would be like,
But that's pretty cool. They had a 97-inch OLED with this Zero Connect thing going on there. Like, imagine that. 97-inch OLED. Also, they have a 240 hertz OLED gaming monitor coming out. Woo! Damn.
That's money.
That's crazy. Yeah, oh yeah.
That is
that's
money.
That's money. Anyway, that's all I really saw from there. Other than that, nothing really caught my eye.
I saw something cool at CES. TCL has a new AR VR glasses.
Oh, okay. I did see that. Yeah.
And they do real-time language translation on the screen in your glasses.
Like a babblefish.
Yeah, but for your eyeballs.
Yeah.
So they were talking to there was this Chinese lady talking in Chinese, and he was reading her subtitles in real time, and then he could reply to her in English.
Wow.
But like
In English.
yeah,
she
if
would
you're
have
in
to have
Europe,
the glasses too. Here, wear these.
yeah, if you're in Europe, you will have these glasses on, and you're like, oh, I want to go to some restaurant in France, right? And they're like talking to you in Francois, and you're like, oh, perfect,
Francois.
perfect. And then if they do it properly, you could probably be like, see any responses back, like, you know what I mean, like
maybe,
pre-made responses, and then you just read the pre-made responses back. Be fucking sweet. And then
The future is here.
I might actually be able to get a job without knowing French. You know?
Ah,
In
interesting.
Canada.
I'm kidding. That's pretty much it. I didn't really dig
Dan-
deep in CES. So.
Yeah, me either, really. I just saw that cool LG thing, and very cool. Although in Europe, they released this new law. They have what's called the Energy Efficiency Index in Europe, and so your TVs and your displays are only allowed to consume this much power based on whatever size it is, and there's a chart and a table, and it has to be underneath that, or else you can't sell it.
Right.
And this is in Europe. So I guess there's a big controversy now of 8K TVs are like over that threshold. Like they have to push the brightness super high and take up more power because the resolution is so big. And I guess it's a big question right now if there's a future for 8K.
I have a question for you. So, with that limitation put on manufacturers, do you believe that limitation will create innovation?
Probably.
So now they might not do TVs anymore because the panel and lighting that panel takes a lot of power, right? What if they go to like a projection system that can do 8K but keep it under the power and like short throw projector kind of thing?
Well, that's not a TV. They already have those.
Well, okay. Well, people buy those to get their 8K.
Oh, maybe Samsung just came out with one. Actually, I think that was actually at CES. It was an 8K short throw laser projector.
Fucking big brain here. Big brain tech.
Yeah, projectors, they don't have the blacks, bro. They don't got the
Yeah,
blacks.
if you want your 8K resolution.
It's not an OLED.
I wonder how much those power, like how much does that take in the power?
I don't know. It's all in the chart. Let's talk about upcoming games. So, I don't know if these are in order.
Yeah.
I don't think I wrote them in order, but we have the first half of 2023. This was confirmed by Bethesda. I think the Bethesda support page also just keeps saying this first half of 2023 for Starfield.
Correct.
I don't believe that.
What do you think?
I don't think that's happening.
First half?
No.
You don't think this is happening?
No. It's gonna be winter, 2023.
Really?
Well,
last
I'd say
half.
fall.
That's
Who
last
says it was
half.
first
That's not
half?
what
I thought
they're saying it. That's what
Bethesda.
they're saying.
I don't think so.
They're saying it. First half.
According to gamingtrend.com and other websites and platforms, but Bethesda had accidentally perhaps revealed with their Starfield support page launch.
Yes.
But it's no longer available. You can't see that page now.
Oh.
Yeah. So the game was to be released in the first half of 2023. That's what their launch page, or that's what their support page said when they launched it. But now you can't access it. So it might have been an accidental slip up where they're intending to release it in the first half of 2023. But again, does this account for delays? No. You know what I mean? But what it implies is I think that they are still on schedule. They still believe they are on schedule to release in the first half, as opposed to them being like, oh, well, we don't know now. So it might mean that it could still come.
When was that article?
That was I saw it this week.
Just a few days ago, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll talk more about that later,
Yeah, okay.
and maybe in our predictions section here. But let's talk more about the game.
Yeah.
Let's talk more about the game itself. Now, I have been waiting for the space game forever for a space game. We tried playing Star Citizen. I'm not playing Star Citizen.
That was the only
Not
other
happening.
hope. That was the only hope.
I played No Man's Sky. I played like 60 hours, but it wasn't really what I was looking for, you know? That's basically just like a crafting simulator. I don't know. It's like a space crafting simulator. Not what I'm looking for.
Base builder. It was a base builder.
Base builder. Yeah. No, I don't want that. This game has big expectations. Not just for me. I mean, obviously, but I'm looking for a good game here so I can fly around fucking space and shoot aliens and shit. So let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
I agree.
Yeah, I want like missions. I want missions and shit I can do in story and places to explore. I mean, with enemies that I can shoot and all that. We want Skyrim, but space.
Yep.
No
That's all I
Man's Sky
Space
didn't-
Rim.
That's all I fucking want.
Yeah, and No Man's Sky didn't have that. I mean, they had some interesting engagements and stuff like that. Some story, but it was a small thing. It was short. Start a Citizen. I guess we won't even go there. But isn't that funny how Starfield is still like on what's the word? It's in line to be the benchmark still, and it's like not even out yet, and it's gonna be the only real game, at least in that scale. By that scale, that's gonna be like filling that seat. There might be other things on Steam, whatever. Who knows what kind of space games are out there where you can explore and shoot stuff and do missions,
I'm sure
whatever.
there's a few, yeah.
But
And do you think whenever Starfield hits, there's going to be clones, there's going to be copies, there's going to be tons of stuff that are going to pop up like a couple of months after? You know, it happens all the time,
Yeah.
or even
or
before,
they're
yeah.
already being made. Yeah,
Just to
beforehand.
capitalize on the hype.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next up, I have Spider-Man 2, which is a PS5 exclusive, guys. This is going to be PS5 only. No more developing for the PS4 at the same time. This is fall 2023.
Sweet.
Obviously, we're looking forward to this one, but I think that's going to be a big deal because it's a PS5 exclusive. It should really show what it can do.
Yeah.
You know, what the system can do. Like, how many other games are PS5 exclusive so
I
far?
wonder what engine it's going to
Have
be.
there been
on.
any?
Not
too?
many. There's only been a few.
Like, are they going to keep the same engine they
Demons-
developed Spider-Man and Miles Morales on? I
Demon's
wonder.
That's what
Souls
I was-
was PS.
That's what I'm also wondering now. The last two games, they were amazing, right? But they were also very similar in gameplay style. They
Yeah.
used the same engine. It's not a bad thing, I guess. But do we really want just another one that's kind of like the same? You know, I want something. I'm hoping they bring something fresh here. It's not kind of the exact same because those last two games they were almost the same.
You think they'll make it darker, like a darker kind of game?
That would be cool.
A little bit darker because Venom's going to be in it. No, Craven, I think.
Craven is so good, man.
Yeah.
Craven is one of the best Spider-Man villains. Like in the comics, he is so badass. It's scary. Like he was sick
Nice.
in the comics.
Next,
Well, hopefully then. I would like a nice a tonal shift would definitely be cool. The first Spider-Man and Miles Morales were they weren't dark per se. They were still a little. They were kind of bubbly, and they were. I mean, it's Spider-Man.
Well,
Spider-Man's
Spider-Man, he's
always
gotta be bubbly, yes,
Yeah, for
of
sure.
course.
Which is fine. But it would be cool if it took kind of that turn like the Batman did, and with Robert Pattinson, that kind of twisty type of shit would be sweet within reason for a Spider-Man game. But because I beat Spider-Man and Morales, I'm looking forward to how these two come together, right? Because they're presumably both going to be in it. So what that's going to look like. But yes, some fresh shit would be cool, like different swinging system. Even though theirs was great, I loved it.
Co-op,
Maybe.
co-op missions. Play two Spider-Mans.
maybe. But this
would
don't
be
got no
cool.
release date.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
no release date. Fall 23. It says fall 23.
All right.
All right, next we got Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, baby. May 12th, 2023. Again,
Yep.
Again, the same thing. I hope they bring something fresh here and it isn't the exact same as Breath of the Wild in like a new package. And another thing I'm wondering about, how different will the world be? You know what I mean? Is it good? Because like they've already made Hyrule. They put it out there in the 3D open Hyrule world. They can't change it, right? Because that's Hyrule. We now know that as Hyrule.
Well,
Is it going to be in the same map? Is it going to be in the same? Are they going to change it?
They
Like,
do those stupid like dimensions and universes too, right? So this could be a shattered Hyrule that's like shattered into a bunch of pieces, and because he's falling from the sky a lot in the trailer, right?
yes, true.
So he could be jumping
did
from
see a little
pieces
bit of
of
that.
Hyrule to other pieces of Hyrule and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, that could be. I mean, okay. So they're going to change up the world and not much else. Like it didn't look much different other than that. You know what I mean? This could be again the same thing. But what else can you really change? If it's a good formula,
Yeah.
I mean, it should be good either way.
The world
Hopefully
can stay the
story is
same.
good.
Like the map and everything has to maybe they can scale it to get a little bigger depending on what the Switch can handle. and maybe change up the kind of graphics and the environments a bit, but the map will generally stay the same. They don't really need to change that, no. But that's where they can make it feel fresh. Is can they increase the scale a bit? The area size and so that nothing seems so. They can just take the Hyrule map that they have now and kind of expand it a bit.
It doesn't need to be bigger.
Make it vertical. It's going to be a vertical map.
Or vertical, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. He's like jumping off of giant floating islands or some shit.
Graphically, though, like it can't get any much better than Breath of the Wild, right? Like,
didn't really see.
Are
there screenshots right now?
Unless they somehow implement some kind of upscaling that is available to that old piece of shit hardware that they're running, like maybe FSR 1.0, maybe, but like, what they can't do much graphically, I don't think.
Yeah, don't expect much.
Well, hopefully the story's kind of good because the Breath of the Wild had a good, like all the story was in Breath of the Wild was the memories, that you just collect.
Yeah. Some of them like really nice too. Like
they were nice, but like it wasn't a full like narrative. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like you piece together what happened, and it's like these little 5-second memories or whatever the hell they were.
Yeah, that's how they told it, right? That's how they decided to tell it.
I mean, it was okay though. It was cool, but let's hope for a little bit more. I want a little bit more. We got Hogwarts February 10th.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't.
Nasty Nate. Nate has it pre-ordered.
Yep. Alma got that for me.
What do you get with the pre-order? You get early access, you said?
Yeah, so Alma pre-ordered that for me for Christmas. I get 72 hours early access. Yeah, and I get a mount, and I get a uniform, like a new uniform
mount?
And all this
like
shit.
A broom?
Yeah, like, I watched the video. It's like this griffin mount thing. It looks so sick.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
Freak's sake.
And when they were
pre-order bonus,
they were flying around. They took the griffin out and they were flying around the environment. Man, I am pumped. I'm fucking pumped. I hope they don't
took the griffin out there,
and I hope they don't let me down.
Me and the other non-pre-order people like Jonathan are gonna have to play like a bunch of fucking mudbloods and not have a sweet mount at first.
bunch of squibs.
I'm gonna try to stream it for you guys. And
okay,
we'll have a 72.
Are you allowed to do that in the early access?
72 hours of streaming.
72 hours?
Are you allowed? Is that allowed?
I don't care.
They take away his copy and ban him from getting any other in the future.
yeah, you're banned from Hogwarts.
Do? No, don't ban me from Hogwarts. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna play for sure. I would like to. I wonder if you'd be able to choose. You'd probably be choosing your house that you start in already.
I bet you they'll put the hat on and they'll do some weird like questionnaire thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you're not like just openly choosing because you
wouldn't
be allowed to openly choose as a wizard. They would choose based on what your thoughts are and all that shit. Your emotions.
I think it'll be like Fable. Be like Fable, where you could become like a kind of an evil guy, an evil wizard. You think?
Well, no? I think so. If you can practice the dark arts, why wouldn't you be able to make decisions that affect your
you're saying
appearance as well? And shit,
no, I don't think they're going to do appearance.
You don't think so?
You just become some freak,
some
snake-looking guy.
Yeah, that's so fucking awesome. But
how would they not have considered that?
That would be cool.
Yeah,
we'll see. Diablo 4, June 6th.
Another one. Can't wait.
What a list we got going here. This is not even. This is just the stuff that we're interested in. Not even like.
I don't think we're gonna get into the stuff that we're not really interested because whatever. But like,
don't care. Didn't write it. Don't care.
Don't care.
Diablo 4, mostly for Nathaniel. I might try it, but that's in the summer. So at least we have a summer game here. I think this might be.
Me and Alma are gonna be in that game. Like, I'm gonna get it for PS5 probably.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
It'll be cross-platform anyway. Likely. Is that renounced?
That's going to be gaming. We're going to get into that and with a couple of questions I have for you guys in the gaming predictions.
Okay.
But I am definitely looking forward to Diablo 4. Definitely.
Okay. What about Assassin's Creed My Rage 2023? Unknown, probably later in the year.
That's the Baghdad one, right?
Excuse me? Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Yeah.
Mirage.
But did you guys see they're coming out with a shit ton of them? There's one in Japan where you're like a ninja, which obviously I'm looking forward to probably the most.
Shinobi.
But I think that one's going to be part of their like live service one.
I don't really know much about it yet, but I saw like their teaser trailer, and I was like, "Oh shit,
Good luck.
that'll be cool."
Good luck against Ghost of Tsushima 2. That's going to be coming out in the next couple of years.
No contest. No, don't even try, Ubisoft.
Well, I mostly put that one on here for maybe Dandalf because he plays Valhalla so much, but I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed guy. Too big.
I love it.
Too big. Ubisoft games are too big.
They are big, but it's the history, man. It's the world for me. It's the immersion.
Mm-hmm. What about Lies of P? Lies of P.
Oh,
2023 unknown date, probably later in the year. If they don't
I don't think I've heard of this one. Have I heard of this one? What is it?
Probably.
I'm interested in this one. It's like a Pinocchio retelling. It's like a darker retelling of Pinocchio or something.
Okay.
It's very steampunky.
Yeah, like a steampunk.
Oh, I see. Oh, gotcha.
I will wait for reviews on this one because I thought I heard about people comparing it to like a Souls game.
It's going to be
for
on
some
Game
reason.
Pass.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Game Pass.
Graphics
well, there you
look pretty toit.
It looks cool. But like I'm not gonna if it's hard, like I'm not gonna sit there and bang my head against a wall for 4 hours fighting bosses. Like I'll just not play it. But
It's got that
I will
Victorian
try it.
style.
But
Victorian
it looks
kind of
really cool.
or, steampunk thing.
And I guess the way that the whole Pinocchio thing is, there's gonna be like a system where you have to like lie to people in order to get like different outcomes, and different things you say to people will affect what happens. And I guess that's how the whole lying thing.
That'd be nice.
And your nose just goes
My nose is going to be so large.
just poking people in the eye. All right, next we got Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon.
Right.
Unknown date, 2023. Man, I'm 100% going to check this out. Now,
So they said 2023 for this?
yeah, it said unknown 2023.
Wow.
Yes. From Software. I'm going to check this out. Armored Core 2 on PS2 we owned at PS2 launch.
Yeah.
We went to Walmart at 5 a.m. on the week of Dandalf's birthday in the year 2000, the Y2K.
Mm-hmm.
It was end of October. I waited outside of Walmart, 5 a.m. with my mom and my friend and Nathaniel. And we brought it home, and we played the shit out of that game.
Yeah.
But I don't really remember it. And I definitely didn't play anything after the second one. I didn't even know there were 3, 4, 5. So maybe even I could go check those out. But
This,
Yeah.
I'm interested in this one because it looked really cool.
The trailer looked
I don't
unreal.
remember much.
Looks
from the
fucking
old one.
sweet.
Here's one for Dandalf. Maybe a new game that he can play. Skull and Bones. March 9th. March 9th.
I don't
I
believe
don't
it.
know if
2023.
that's gonna happen. I have it written here, and I put it as an obligatory inclusion because, like, I've got to try it. I'd still like to play it, but it's at the bottom of my list for a reason. I don't know if the March thing is going to end up panning out. We haven't heard anything. We've seen a trailer of some gameplay, but we've heard more about Starfield at this point than we have Skull and Bones, haven't we?
Yeah, because
Man,
they had.
imagine this just drops and it's a sick game, and like they just drop it in March and boom.
Well,
Man,
I mean, it's a possibility. It's a possibility, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna try it because I've got to see what it's about. I love friggin' naval battles. It's sweet. Why
You're
wouldn't
just
I
a
try it?
Dirty pirate.
I don't care about things like.
I wonder how
you
open
can't-
it's going to be.
Yeah,
Like, you're
and I
just
don't
gonna
care
be
about
like
that.
on the sea, and
Yeah,
you
I
can go
don't
to
care
like
about
docks.
not getting off your ship and getting to explore islands and stuff. It's like I have Sea of Thieves for that. There's plenty of beautiful islands in Sea of Thieves.
Oh,
Let
really?
me see what the
You
naval
only want it to
battle-
be a naval battle simulator.
that's
what
the
the hell are you
focus-
talking about, man?
If that's the focus, because that's how they're marketing it right now.
No,
That's how they're marketing. There's going to be a bit of a story, and it's like an online naval battle sim where it's like that's the heart and soul of the game is you customize your ship, you take out other ships, you have crews that can mutiny you, blah blah blah, and that's what it is. It's not
Daniel's
about
crews just mutiny against him every game.
It doesn't seem to be about a whole fleshed out story where there's like, tons of land to explore and, you're going from sea to land to whatever. It doesn't really seem that way. So I'm not getting my hopes up because the less you expect, the less you're disappointed. I'll just want to try it out for what it will be. We'll find out. March 9th. I thought I'd Google it. I didn't see a date.
Okay, so Skull and Bones. What else we got? Anything that we missed here? I got nothing else on the list, but maybe you guys got something.
What about Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty?
Of course,
The DLC,
expansions, DLCs.
The highly anticipated DLC. I don't know if it's going to be the first and only.
Yes, it will be.
I did hear some rumor about an end of life patch coming soon for the game, which is kind of sad, but I don't know. I don't really know what the implications of that are, but I'm just really looking forward to what we're going to get, like what little snacks CDPR is going to put in the game. I mean, the story is, one thing, but I'm just hoping they're going to include little things like, remember we talked about garages and being able to like take anybody's car that you fucking love that you see and you can store it somewhere and then it's yours, or like tattoo parlors and stuff. I just wonder if that stuff is going to be coming. But I think we're going to get something pretty special for the DLC. It looks really cool.
Well, I'll play it.
Yep.
Okay, I'll play
It's not
it,
gonna,
and we'll see.
It's not going to be a free one either, I don't think. So you're going to be paying
No.
for this one.
I don't think so. I don't really care either.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll give them all my money.
CDPR has yeah. Yeah, I've got a gift card from Walmart because I got a new phone, so they gave me a gift card. So maybe I'll save it for a bunch of games that I can play.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. You guys interested in Final Fantasy 16?
Not really.
Yeah. I didn't like 15 all that much. I'm sure they'll find someone to put a wallet chain on in this game. I'm just joking.
What about the Final Fantasy VII, the next one that's coming out,
Real
the second
sleek
part?
look.
Yeah.
The next part of the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh, there's two
When's that
parts.
coming out?
It's going to be like
It's going to be
3
three
or
parts.
something.
Oh my god.
I'll have to play the next one.
But
I'm sure that's coming out in 2023.
yep.
I didn't really.
You know what
look into
else
it,
is
but
coming in 2023, guys? Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition for console.
Yeah, that's weird.
January.
That's disgusting.
January
Just thinking
31st.
about playing an RTS on a console just makes my brain.
I don't know how they're going to
hurt.
do it. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Well, you play with mouse and keyboard.
No, they're going to have full-on controller support ready to go. They said they've been designing it where it will work fluently and very surprisingly well. They said with the controller.
Surprisingly well.
So
It works
we'll see.
surprisingly well.
We'll see.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's it.
that's all. I really just thought we should mention Phantom Liberty. That's all.
We'll play it. All right. Well, let's get into gaming predictions. Get some predictions. We were talking about some things that you said you can mention. But I have a question for you guys about Game of the Year next year. Now, do you think it's going to be one of these ones that we mentioned, or do you think it's going to come out of nowhere and there's going to be this Game of the Year that no one saw coming? I personally think it will be one of the ones that we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping it's Spider-Man 2.
Depending when it comes
Because
out.
that's the one I'm waiting for.
Because there's a cutoff date, right, for Game of the Year.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, there must
Well,
be. I'm assuming you have to. There's a
and
cutoff
it
date
says
for
fall.
eligibility, right?
Game. I keep saying that Game of the War.
God of War came in November.
Yeah, it came like a week before the voting was happening or something like that.
Well, it says fall for Spider-Man 2, so
I mean, there has to be. It has to be one of these games that we're looking forward to because they're so huge. Like they're the cock of the walk. They're the big
bee's knees?
titles. They're the bee's knees. They're the cat's pajamas of what's coming out in 2023. So it has to be one of them. Like, imagine it's like,
man, Stray came out of nowhere and it almost took
well,
it.
I guess. I mean, it depends. Yeah, it depends on the kind of buzz that it gets around and how many people are just kind of caught off guard by it, how much they love it.
But if you think about it, like I don't really recall there being a huge buzz around Elden Ring before it came out. You know, like the years leading up to Elden Ring, I don't think there was a big buzz about that.
No.
And then it like the buzz happened maybe
When it came out, I feel like it
6
was like
months
that's
before
when
it came
was-
out or something.
Yeah,
And then it was like
It
bam,
was like buzzing.
and then it fucking blew everyone's mind. Right? So is that what you're saying about things that like it's not on our radar yet? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
For me, I think I'm gonna I'm going to be more of a negative Nancy here. Can I say that anymore? I don't know. A negative.
Well, I don't know. You did
Negative
you made
Nate.
your
Offend
resolutions.
Nancy's.
I'll do a negative
You
Nate.
want it to be a more positive for the show. So
Damn, that's right.
You may offend Nancy's everywhere.
Yeah. Sorry, Nancy's. I'll change it to negative Nate. But
yeah, there you go. Negative nasty.
but I think a lot of these big games are going to fall short. They're going to upset people, and then there's going to be a Rocky Balboa that comes out of nowhere and knocks it out of the park and wins that title.
Balboa.
You know, like underdog story.
You think so?
Yep, I'm going to go with that. You two go with that one. I'm going to go this way.
Somebody bookmark this. Somebody. We'll come back to this moment. Do you think anything will be delayed?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
What's going to be delayed?
Well, like I said,
Skull and Bones was my bet,
So-
just for fun. I wrote it
this is
down.
what I say.
I was like, I'm going to put this down for fun and just say Skull and Bones not coming out in March.
Skull and Bones is going to get canceled straight up, is what I think.
Well, or that. That was the other
what
one.
I
I was like, delayed and or canceled even.
Just straight up canceled.
But yeah, I'm expecting something to come up and be like, okay, well, we're not quite ready to have this out in when we wanted to. So I don't know.
Like I said,
Oh
I don't
my
think
God.
Starfield's coming out before summer. I don't think so.
So is that your game that you think is going to be delayed?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any games in mind? Either of you, I
Well,
wonder,
let me go back a bit here. I have a
Games of
question
what?
for you guys.
that are going to be delayed. Like not just if anything's going to be delayed. We could say that's very broad, but do you have any actual specific predictions? Like what game you think may be delayed? What's more susceptible to being delayed? I already said Skull and Bones, obviously, but
No, I don't. I mean, probably, but there's not a lot of set release dates anyway, so we
That's
can't
true.
Really,
That's true.
I don't think we can say that yet.
So I had a question for you guys about the Game of the Year thing. What the real question is, I think, is do you think Xbox or Microsoft will be even in the conversation of Game of the Year this year? Will they even be in the nominations?
Like an Xbox first
Yes,
first
like
party.
a Microsoft Studios game.
Oh,
don't know.
so like Starfield wouldn't count.
Yeah, they're
Starfield
under the
would if
umbrella.
it-
Yeah,
if
it
Microsoft
qualifies.
Studios.
Yeah, I think they are. They are in the
that would be
conversation
their
already
game.
with Starfield for sure.
That would
And
be
what's that other one that's coming out? Avowed.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about that since the launch trailer either.
Okay. Well, I think they'll be in the just from Starfield alone.
yeah, that's
So you
their
think
best bet.
you think Starfield's going to be in the nominations?
Could be. Yeah.
I think that's why they're probably any money they want to get the game out in the first half of 2023, so it is
That'd be huge.
considered. No,
You saw that
'Cause,
buzz, man. The Game of the Year awards were huge this year.
yeah, and that's
With
something
fucking
that they're
Ragnarok and Elden
obviously
Ring.
considering when they're
Yeah.
trying to get this game out. They obviously want to be considered for awards too, right?
I don't think Xbox has won one yet. I think I don't know. I'm not gonna, but they haven't won a Game of the Year yet,
I have no idea.
and it's
I have no
since
idea.
Game of the Year started.
Did you Google that, or are you just talking out of your big ass, your fat ass?
So Game of the Year
Thanks.
started in 2014. Was established. Yeah, in 2014. And none of them were Xbox games.
Okay, interesting. Well, maybe it'll be the year for Xbox and Starfield's. If anything's winning it, obviously Starfield's there.
Well, what about
crown jewel?
what about Nintendo? What about Tears of the Kingdom? What about Tears of the Kingdom? Do you think this
Yeah.
is a shot
Yep, I do.
at Game of the Year,
Because
like Zelda?
To be honest, like what Zelda game wasn't a fucking banger? Right?
Yeah, they're generally pretty good. But, they did put out that Link's Awakening. That didn't get that much in terms of... Because I think it's just a
like
different
that. It was a
scale. It's a
remake.
different
For GameCube?
caliber.
GameCube? I like
No,
that game.
the new one on Switch that came out. The remake.
HD remake? Yeah.
Yeah, so...
It was a remake.
Now,
We
because
already saw
again, I
that.
think it was the caliber thing. So I think that if anything, Tears of the Kingdom is going to be looked at with more seriousness.
All right.
I guess it's going to be taken more seriously.
What about this? We got a Switch OLED Tears of the Kingdom leaked pictures surfaced online, and we saw them on Twitter and whatnot.
Mhm.
Now, whether these are real or not, How long before there's a new Nintendo console? Will we see an announcement in 2023 for a new Nintendo
Intenzo.
console?
An Italian Nintendo.
I think Digital Foundry reported that Nintendo had plans on doing a Switch Pro, but they canceled it in order to just focus on a new console.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Now, are they going to be? I think we're going to hear an announcement this year, sometime. It's not going to come out this year. No way.
Right.
But they're going to announce a new, maybe not a Switch, but a new console. It's obviously going to be another handheld. Like,
Yep.
I don't think they can stray away from that since of the success that the Switch had. Like, there's no way they're going to go the other way.
It took a while for me to jump on the Switch train. Okay, like a while.
Yes,
And
I know.
After having the Switch OLED in my hands and playing it for the past, I think I had it for almost a year now. It's so good, and it's so good because it's got everything that you could imagine in that handheld. For me, anyway, as a handheld, it's almost perfect. So, like, what can they do for another handheld system to make it better than the Switch OLED?
I don't know.
What can you guys think off the top of your head? What could you think that you
Make
would
it better
add?
than a Switch OLED?
What would you add to the Switch OLED to make it better? Obviously,
Are the Joy-Cons the same? Because those are shit.
Honestly, the
Yeah.
performance is, to me,
Yeah.
it's their
well,
priority.
and that's
And
what
the
they're
Joy-Con
probably
shit
going to
about it.
focus on, right? So are they honestly? They're probably just going to release a Switch, quote unquote, Pro as a new console, right? Because then
I don't think they'll call it that, though.
right, they're not going to call
It'll
it
be
Switch,
something
but
else.
they're going to put a better CPU, GPU in. They're gonna make it future proof for a long time. Like the Switch lasted 10 years.
We'll call it a squanch.
When did the Switch come out?
Squinch.
The Nintendo squanch.
2017. So what? That's 6 years so far. Okay. If they do announce a new console, the new console ain't going to be out for another 3 years. At
Imagine
least.
it's not handheld, though. That would be cool. Like a new
No, they
console.
can't do that. They can't do that.
Imagine.
Yeah. There's no way.
There's no way.
There's
Like
no
they haven't had one
chance.
since. I guess Wii was like the last console that didn't have a screen on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no way they don't go screen and handheld. Wii U, Switch.
Yeah, but they've got to cook
crazy,
something because Nintendo cooks new shit up, right? So they're gonna make something.
Think
weird.
of their demographic, though.
Yeah.
It's for kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
quote.
big.
Yeah.
big
You think
part of it,
kids
for sure.
care about 4K? Zero chance this is going to be a 4K system. Absolute zero. So forget that.
What about-
not happening? Even 2K, I highly doubt it. This will be a 1080p
Yeah.
handheld and on the screen. It maybe will upscale. Maybe. I don't
do.
think so.
I think so.
It'll leave your TV to upscale it because TVs do that.
No, they'll be able because with the new Nvidia chip in there, you're gonna be able to do DLSS at least a little bit.
Well, okay. You got anything else? Any predictions?
I may have something. This may be considered an easy prediction, but let's just see. If Starfield's little slip up was revealing that they were to release the game in the first half of 2023, if this is true, we may very well have some sort of showcase coming in the first quarter to get that hype train rolling, right? Do you guys think there's going to be some sort of Microsoft showcase, something showing off more of the game coming in like the first 3 months, somewhere between now and March? They got to show us something. So I have a feeling that something might be around the corner. We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe.
When's your
I don't
cutoff?
know. I
When's your
have no
cutoff
idea.
month? January, February, March.
Well,
Are you asking me if there's
Yeah.
going to be a showcase of Starfield before March?
Well, between now and March's end.
So April 1st.
Sure.
I say no.
Okay.
I say
So you think it's going to come after?
yeah, there'll be a showcase, but it's not going to be in January, February, or March.
Really? Well,
I have no insight on that. No idea.
I'm going to say I'm gonna say yes, and I could be wrong, but I'm gonna say I feel like there's something coming.
Okay.
They got something cooking because they only have till what's the first half? June. They only have till the end of June.
So I'm doubling
Right.
down. I'm doubling down that this game is not coming out before summer.
All right, we'll find out.
I've got a question for you guys here. Big one. This might be a big one. Will Activision Blizzard finally merge this year and get through this fucking bullshit?
I mean, it'll be resolved, I'm sure, this year. I don't know what.
Do you believe it'll be resolved before Diablo 4 release? June.
Yes, they probably want it to be.
Yes.
I would imagine that's probably
Right.
On the housekeeping list for them.
Yeah.
a goal for them to do.
Okay. Another question. If it does get resolved and it's all good to go, do they release Diablo 4 to Game Pass day one with crossplay between all platforms? So PS5, Xbox, and PC, so everyone's playing together across all platforms? Or is it just going to be cross-platform between PC and Xbox?
I don't know. I don't really know much about the whole Blizzard Active. I don't follow them as developers.
I think
so.
because it's such an established franchise, they won't lock it out. I don't think they won't lock it out for PS5.
Like the crossplay.
Like they're promising that this stuff about Call of Duty. Like I think it would fall under that realm as well.
Okay.
Like they wouldn't stop PS5 players from playing it. I don't know. Like
Now,
not from playing it, but from cross playing.
so Sony has been notorious for kiboshing crossplay in the past. Are they over
True.
that?
Maybe might be Sony.
Yeah. Has Microsoft painted Sony as this anti-crossplay, anti-consumer, anti-gamer company where Sony is going to be forced to say, okay, well, let's get the crossplay.
We're still cool.
Yeah,
we're still cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see. That'll be interesting to see for sure.
And I think they want to really bring the fan base back and kind of show they're not a big, well, they are a big greedy corporation, right? But like, I think they're going to try to really give us as much as they can, and then they'll do a shitty battle pass for cosmetics. I don't think it's going to be like a pay to win laddering system, all that kind of stuff. I don't think they're going to do that.
They received such huge backlash for Immortal, so maybe not.
Yeah.
But it is a mobile game, so that's
And you
what
are paying
mobile
90
games are.
and you are paying $90 for this one, right? So if the stars do align and the deal goes through, will Microsoft try to bring World of Warcraft to consoles? Kind of like how Sony brought or helped bring Final Fantasy 14 to PS4 and PS5. I think they do. I
don't think they're gonna invest that much more into World of Warcraft.
You don't think so?
man.
It
They
can't
did it-
be, dude. It's got to be
did it
over
with
soon.
Elder Scrolls Online.
I
That
thought-
was PC exclusive first,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Or was it both?
No, it's on PC.
Well,
But like
I got to tell you, if it came to console, I'd consider playing again.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Wow? You
Well, I mean,
consider
'cause,
playing
like
WoW?
my
Exactly.
buddies still play every now and then, so it'd be fun to kind of dip into. I wouldn't.
Oh my goodness.
And I can tell you this, I played Final Fantasy 14 on PC and PS5, and I enjoyed my time on the PS5. It was fantastic. It was awesome.
Maybe.
Sitting on the couch, playing an MMO like that. If they can bring WoW to Xbox and Xbox only, I think it'd breathe a whole new life into this game with console players, with PC players under
Well, because
the Microsoft Cloud.
what is the future of World of Warcraft?
I
Otherwise?
thought-
It's like they have to do something. It has
Yeah.
to go somewhere. So maybe that's going to be their gesture.
Well, it depends how much they want to keep going into it.
Yeah.
Because
I thought it was gonna-
It's been out for
Yeah.
fucking long.
I thought it was going to
time.
be over 2 expansions ago. I was like, what the fuck can they possibly still tell about this? Right.
Right.
Pam's playing
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Pam's playing it right now.
Exactly.
Still.
Now that's an interesting one. I'd like to see that happen personally because I don't PC game anymore, and that's why I don't play WoW anymore. I enjoyed it, but it would be cool to try it on console.
All right. Well, with that, I think we're out of time here. But what we want to know is, for everyone listening, we want to know, should I open up these 16 boxes of Pokemon cards? Okay, no, just kidding. What are your predictions for 2023? Do you have Game of the Year predictions? Do you have delay predictions? What's getting delayed? What do you think your favorite game will be? What are you looking forward to? Let us know. Give us a tweet. Send us a DM. Comment on the video. Please like and subscribe. Give us a like. Give us a rating on Spotify or Apple. It helps us get out there to more listeners who will enjoy this show on our season 2. And you could leave us a message on Facebook and Instagram as well. We're up there. Send us a tweet if you have any comments or questions. But thank you for listening, and we hope you have a wonderful day.
Peace.
See ya.